Hi guys! Sorry about the really bad camera quality. I am filming on my laptop so that I can use my phone for this. So this is my reading wrap up for this year because guess what? It's January 1st, 2024. And that's amazing! I love that so much. Okay, so let's get started. So I have my book journal and my phone here so that I can do my little thing. Okay. So this is okay. We're gonna start with Love and Luck by Jenna Evans Welch. This was a 4-star read. It was very good and it was very good. I love the little adventure and her and Rowan. That was so cute. The little flirty banter and stuff. Love, 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 love. That's all I have to say about that. And then Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This was a 3-star read. Not the best, but it was actually really good. I'm probably gonna reread this because this was not the best book to start off with, especially because I don't like spice, which there wasn't that much spice. This is 3% spice, which, see, my spice ratings are a little weird because I'm a teenager, so I rate things on whether I would I skip spice scenes, that's the thing. I skip them. I skim through it, yeah. But it was a very good book. I loved their little relationship dynamic. Love it. And then this is one of my favorite books. Today, Tonight, Tomorrow by Rachel Lynn Solomon. So good. I just bought her other book. Well, one of her other books. But this was so good. Especially what he wrote in her yearbook. If you've read this book, you know. That got me. Literally, this book almost made me cry. It is 5 stars. There's this little bit of a spice scene at the end that I also skipped, so. But it was a very good book. I love, hey, this book has another character named Rowan, but this is the girl character. I love their little enemies to lovers, academic, enemies to lovers. I love it. Love it so much. And this book I read when I actually started getting into reading way more. So the tabs are way better than the other books. And so yeah, this was all in January or February. I don't remember. Yeah, this was all in January. No, it wasn't. I don't think I read a book in January. Because these were all in February, actually, because I went on my trip. Yeah, I didn't read a book in January. Dang. There was a lot of, skipping around and reading. Those were in January. Because this I read on the plane when we went to Florida in February. So yeah, this was in February. Tell Me 3 Things. This is so good. Such a good book. Love, 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 love. Yes. Love, love, love. Okay. This was a 4-star read because it wasn't as good as other books. There's 0 spice in this, and it was actually very, very good. Very good. And I love, and it's online. he like texted her or emailed her because she was like a new student and no new students really come to this school, and so he like emailed her and was like the school is insane, like let me like teach you the ropes, like let me show you around, like whatever. But and he was like, I've been watching you, like I'll show you around or whatever, but I want my identity to stay like hidden. So he called himself Somebody Nobody, or SN for short. And like the thing was, they said like every day, like tell me 3 things I don't know about you. And that's the name of the book. I love this book so much. It's a very good book. And then Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I remember reading this book like it was yesterday. 3 stars. There is some spicy scenes in this. And oh my gosh, I did love this book. Like, a lot of other people are like icked out by this book and like her other book, like by this author pretty much, because of like one trope that's in here, because it has like cheating trope. But in this book, like obviously I don't like that she did it, but I was like, I did not see that coming. And like, whoa. I mean, I see kind of why she did it though. But it was a very cute book. And it is Best Friends to Lovers and like Second Chance. And like it takes place and like this is like years after like they met and stuff. Like they hadn't seen each other in like however many years. And like there's now chapters and then there's then chapters to like tell you what happened. And I do really like this book. It was, did I already say how many stars it was? It was 3 stars. Because I did really like it, but there was some spicy. And then we get into the ones that I know when I read them. I don't remember when I started reading this. It took me a while to read it, but I finished it in October. Yeah. My reading, oh, that hurt. Did you hear that? That was really loud. But my reading was all over the place this year. But, oh my gosh, when I hold this, it's like heavy. Oh my gosh. Betrayed by Emily Henry. This was such a good book. So good. It's a 4-star, and there is like some spicy scenes in it. And we love this book. Like, love it so much. Like, they're neighbors. And like her dad's cabin, because her dad passed away, and she is going to this house to like clear out all this stuff, and then he turns out to be the neighbor, and she's like, oh my gosh, that's my like enemy from like high school, or not high school, college. And it was a very good book. I loved like the family, like Gus's family, like his aunts, and her best friend. Like, I loved her best friend in this book because it reminded me of my best friend. Love. But yes, I love that book. This book, The Upside of Falling by Alex Light, this was a reread because this was the book I started with. This was the book that made me fall in love with reading. Fall in love with romance books. Fall in love with reading. I love it so much. It is 5 stars. 5, 6-star read. And I love it. There's no spice, like, at all. And there's fake dating. I love fake dating so much. But then, while they're fake dating, and they're like, I don't know if they're feeling the same way, I'm like, it's, like, not fake anymore, honey. Like, it's not fake. So, I love this book. It is 5-star, 6-star read, and I love it. Oh, my parents are talking. Okay, they walked away, so we're good. And then we get into, this book made me bawl my eyes out. Wait. Okay, yeah. The Sun is Also a Star. I started reading this. Wait, I think I mixed this up because I think I read this like before I read Beach Read. But whatever. The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. I don't really know how to pronounce that, but this book is a 5-star. There's like 1% spice in this book, like there's only like one scene. And I started reading it October 15th and finished October 19th. 4 days. It took me 4 days to read this book. That is very short for my reading. Like, I ate this book up. And also, all the chapters are like super uber duper short. That's why there's like 100 chapters in this book. But this book was amazing. It made me cry. And they fell in love in a day. That's all I have to say. And it was amazing. And I loved it so much. And then The Summer of Broken Rules. This took me a while to read, but I loved it. This is also 5 stars. This is getting into like all my 5-star books, because all the book like that I finished this year off with were 5 stars. And so took me a little while to read this book, but it's also bigger. But I love this book. It almost made me cry a couple times, but I didn't cry. This book is amazing. It's like, I don't even know what the trope would be. Like, it's her cousin's fiance's stepbrother. So it's like wedding, like summer, like summer love. That's what it is. Like summer, not fling, because, well, yeah, like wedding fling, like summer fling, like turns into the love of your life. This book was so good. And then we have Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch. This is a very good book. I got very frustrated at the characters in this book. This was a 4-star because a couple things happened where I got so mad at the characters I wanted to throw the book at the wall. Yeah. But you know, this book was very good though. And you know what? You know what is like my favorite thing in romance books? Is when like they throw pebbles at the window. Like they throw pebbles at your window. Like even if it's raining. That happened in this book, but it was coins. He was throwing coins in her open window, and she got woken up by a coin hitting her in the head. I love this book. Like, it was very good. And it's Best Friends to Lovers. I Maybe Love You Too. Oh my gosh, this stack is falling over. This next book is actually my favorite book that I read this year. Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. This is a 6-star read. 6 stars. There's like there's not really spice in this book. There's one scene and they didn't do anything. They were making out. But I loved this book so much. Enemies to lovers, and he's helping her to get his friend. And then, like, along the way, they're hanging out more, and it's also, like, he made his friend think that, like, he was talking about her all the time, like, saying, like, oh, like, she's amazing, like, you, like, whatever, like, hyping her up so that he would like her, but it made, like, his friend think that the guy, Wes, made Wes's friend think that Wes liked Liz. And let's be honest, he did. He did very, very like her. And he had liked her since they were little kids. And she didn't realize that. Because that was his way. He always picked on her. And she thought it was 'cause, like, he actually did, like, hate her or, like, just find it funny to pick on her. But he did it so that she would notice him and look at him. I could talk about this book forever. It also made me bawl my eyes out. And then last book I read this year is The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. This was a very, very good book. I love this book so much. This is a 5-star. Zero spice. It is a young adult romance. It's a young adult romance, but they are adults. They're adults with whole-on, like, jobs. Like, he's in the NFL and she is a dance teacher. Because she had, like, an accident that, like, ruined her career. So, but I love this book. It's very good. And it took me a while to read it for this sort of a book, but I was also reading a school book during this called Tuesdays with Morrie. That book also made me cry, but I didn't include it in this because it was a school book, so I didn't. And then the book that I'm reading now, The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. I love Lynn Painter, but this book, I'm not very far into it, so I was trying to read a book that I could get done with in, like, a week, but then I got, like, really busy, and so I got a new bed, which I'm sitting on right now, and this little shelf is new, and there's a little clothing rack, like, a lot of stuff in my room, and, like, we've been, like, redoing my room, like, we made my bed, like, we put up those little shelves, like, Christmas, and everything was so chaotic, and so, yeah, I didn't finish that book, but I'm excited too, because it is starting off really good. So, yeah, and then the next book I'm gonna read after that is probably this one, but we'll see. We'll see. And then I got the Summer I Turned Pretty. I already have that. I've already read that. The To All the Boys I Loved Before series for Christmas, so that is going to be in my next year's vlogs, or not next year, this year's vlogs, and I'm very excited. So, bye!